Alright, you guys, so true to my word for trying to get better about the diet, I have enlisted my mother's help. We are making low-protein chicken nuggets, which are actually stuffed with veggies, so I'm calling them veggie nuggets. So we're going to show you how I make them. We've already chopped up and... Okay. My mom makes a good point. She has chopped up the veggies and put them into a nice, tiny little bowl, which is right here.
Do you know where the Taste Connections flour is?
I haven't the slightest idea.
Okay, well, this is Bread Machine. It's not Taste Connections flour, so I think we're just going to go with it.
Okay, apparently we're improvising. This will get very interesting. Alright, so Mom, can you explain to us why this stuff is okay for me to eat?
Oh, because this is not flour. First of all, what I have in here is vegetables chopped up. Mushrooms, carrots, cucumbers, and onions.
Okay, so what's the difference between this and celiac disease? For those of us who don't know.
You can't have protein. Yours has nothing, and one source of protein would be wheat flour. Yours is all protein. So they could just have the chicken, it's just not the flour that goes on top of it. So this is got no eggs in it. It has got vegetables, and this flour, such as it is made with wheat and potato. Oh, this is wheat and potato starch. Actually, a celiac person could not have this, but the gluten's been removed because the gluten is the source of the protein. So it is just the starch. It's no gluten.
Okay.
So it is low protein. So.
And there's the difference for those who think it's a food allergy. It's not a food allergy. I will not spontaneously combust into hives, or my throat will not close, or what have you. And an EpiPen would. Long-term effect. Exactly.
No short-term effect.
So, continuing on the fun cooking process, to which I go yay and be nerdy.
We chopped up the vegetables, and we added this until it's really sticky. And I think we're definitely at the sticky stage, and she said not to shape it into a ball because that actually keeps the oil from penetrating.
She, meaning the woman who came up with this, with the recipe. Mouthy is a...
So you want to put it into the hot oil in a lumpy state. Okay.
Just get a sounds.
And the kitchen's a mess because I just cooked our dinner in it.
And, of course, mine's slightly a little bit different.
Okay, so we're going to do that. And we're going to do a plate.
And I'm moving over here to stay out of the way. Sorry. Dogs. Dogs.
We're going to get some. And she says, keep the oil to 375 or whatever. I'm sure it's hot.
So this is just one of the recipes that we're trying. One that my mom came up with when we first started on this fun venture was she used to make me cream of mushroom soup, rice, and corn. So there's one other thing that's safe to eat.
Always starts kitchen on fire.
Yeah, it's fun in theory, not so much in actual reality.
So there's a bunch of spices in here, Sally.
Which spices do we have in the bowl?
Cumin, and which I bought just for this because I don't normally buy it. I don't even know what it tastes like exactly. We got some pepper and salt and parsley, I think.
So there we have it. Veggie nuggets. Add without crowding, I believe is what the recipe says. Add as many as you can without crowding the pan.
Well, you have to be able to reach and look on the side. If you get too close, it's going to be hard to... So I actually changed this. She did not have mushrooms in here.
But I'm a mushrooms
fiend.
fiend.
There's mushrooms and a lot of low protein things, and so I added mushrooms.
And of course,
because you're a mushroom lover.
Shrooms! Of course, the shrooms I'm talking about are not psychedelic ones. You will not see rabbits crawling into holes and whatnot. No cats disappearing.
Okay.
True to any time we cook, there's always a cute face trying to mooch.
So it's a really good idea to keep your eye on some sort of a clock and let these go for, you know, a minute or two, but
in this case,
starts the kitchen on fire.
Exactly. In this case, the time is 5:43.
So,
when you hear the tone, it'll be 5:44. Kidding. Bad joke.
I'd say definitely no more than 2 minutes once I flip them.
Bear in mind, folks, that this is our first attempt at this, so...
However,
However.
Mother has fried things before, so...
True.
Although this may be a first attempt at this particular recipe, so why not? Okay. So...
this show gets intriguing. Chick, what are you doing?
So it's chopped up mushrooms, red onions, carrots, and cucumbers. And you're actually supposed to take the, peel the cucumber, but my opinion is that's one of the healthier parts of the vegetable, so I didn't peel it.
I'm good with that.
And I don't know how crispy you want these. You want them like really crispy?
Not too crispy where they're as hard as a rock. That's never good. By the way, thank you.
You're welcome.
I appreciate it.
You're welcome.
For several reasons.
So, and I guess, I don't know if she said you could freeze these. That's what she said. Yeah, blah, blah, blah. You can change the ketchup. You can serve with ketchup, hot sauce. Like you would use chili sauce or mustard or something.
Maybe even soy sauce. It is quite possible. So guys, just for the record, this is why this is safer to eat. If you'll notice, the recipe gives you different calculations along in here. That's why it's safer, because of the protein. This is what I have to pay attention to. If somebody had PKU, this is what they would pay attention to. It's right there. So there it is. And now he gives you a lovely difference between a phenylalanine crystal and a trypsin crystal, which is all contained.
Alright, so
These
I
lovely
feel
things.
like the other ones were pretty well crispy. These are, could use a little more time, so I'm going to push them all together and put them there. Seven. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So, Mom, if you had to give a roundhouse guess for how many grams of protein are in these, what would be your guesstimation?
Well, she's saying the whole recipe has got 1.5 grams. Now, I did not measure stuff out, but if you ate all of these, you'd have 1 gram of protein. All of them. Every last one of them. You'd be stuffed in it.
Stuffed stuffed in pain, and I wouldn't be killing myself. It's not a lovely thing to think about, folks, but it's also a reality.
Okay, so you do this again. I used, basically a fistful of everything. A fistful of mushrooms, a fistful of fist size. Take your fist, that many carrots, that many mushrooms, that much cucumber, that much of an onion. And by the way, this is a red onion.
Red onions, yummy.
So, and I still have a lot of it in the refrigerator, so if you wanted to make it again.
I have no arguments against that.
3 or 4 days you could, but the biggest problem with hot oil is it's really dangerous to be frying. You cannot step away from this ever. You gotta be really careful. There's only I don't know if you can see, Kelly, how much
it's popping.
I have in there. Well, and I turned it down to 4. As long as it's popping, you got it high enough. You get any higher and it's gonna spray. My entire kitchen is gonna be a mess.
Not only that,
and
but
it will start on fire.
And somebody will be burned.
You certainly will be wearing more of this than eating it. So.
Don't get me wrong, I mean, hospitals are fun, but not for that reason.
Okay. Alright,
so there, folks,
I'd say like
is.
2 minutes, so 51.
Alright, so there, folks, is the whole breakdown, in a sense, of the recipe that makes it safe, ingredients,
so the moment of truth.
and the process.
The moment of truth, Kelly.
This is the moment of truth. Alright, let's see how we do. Ooh. That is quite good. Hello. Not bad for vegging.
Remember, you can add ketchup.
I can also stuff myself silly, and I won't be going over my protein limit, which
I guess you can reheat these in the microwave too.
Added bonus. I like this concept. So there, folks, it is. From recipe to ingredients to cooking to consumption, all in one fell swoop.
So the idea, Kelly, is the reason you wouldn't shape these is because the oil can't get in. It would create a barrier, and the oil would just be sitting on the outside. It wouldn't be getting splashed and boiled into the inside of these. And you don't add any liquid. It was a little dry, and I added a little water, just a little bit, while it sat on the counter. I think it was the mushrooms. Mushrooms tend to soak up water.
No wonder why I like mushrooms.
Yeah. The mushrooms aren't in the recipe, so.
Alright, so
apparently the bread mix isn't a problem, because it's mostly the same thing as her cooking mix anyway.
So there you guys go. There is the cooking nutshell, or semi-nutshell. Either way, there you go. Now,
do you like the spices in there?
Yes, I do. I'm going to have to kick you all out because now I'm going to eat dinner.